Raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehaving, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Carolina Panthers. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Uptown Charlotte. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Throwing on first down. Madden. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at his Carolina defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolute phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now a 3-down throw, and this is the target, incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
Young to throw it. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he steps out of bounds, but he gets inside the 45. A big play for Carolina. 38 yards. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. A 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The Panthers have 14-3 now on the year. Well, they're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's where they want to play to. They want to be that team.
He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but he'll leave it with a healthy distance still to go on third down. Young. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Panthers will take over possession here up at the 44. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Following the interception, Young. And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete. Touchdown, Carolina! Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
On 1st and 10, Madden. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Carolina defense. And they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready?
A first down throw for Young. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Fighting to his way through contact. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They go play action. Young, flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Throwing to start the drive. Madden. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
To throw again. Madden. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not a great start from his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off play action. Madden trying to lay one up deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
1st down, Young. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Anders Carlson now for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Packers 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot. because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick, because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
Confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And this is caught at the 20. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Now Young. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown to this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Andrews' first catch, good for a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They go play action here on first down.
Delivers another one to Pierce.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 39 yards there, a big one.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers.
Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Carolina. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Pushing his way through. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Madden. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On 1st down, Madden buying time to his left. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. And got his man complete. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. The play fake. Now Young. It's caught. Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Ready.
Now here's Young. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Here we go.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Okay, let's
make some good plays today. Come on.
Looking to throw, Young. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
It's a gain of 32. And the Packers first down.
Operating from the gun, Madden eluding the pressure right. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw, Madden. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Back to throw again. And this one incomplete. I couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one of the hardship. And now it brings up 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And now here's another interception. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick 6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick 6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard because how about the response? One defense gets the pick 6, the other comes back and matches it. These are 2 defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. 2nd half action underway. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that 1st half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that 1st half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the 1st down.
takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. It'll be Young again. And he's going to go down. They get to him back.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. And thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. An option handoff here to Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Madden. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas when they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Madden. And my goodness, another interception. And the Panthers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
To Mixon on the check down. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Pushing back 8 yards that time on second down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the deep.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off the play fake. Madden. Rush coming, and he's taken down. D.J. Johnson, the one who got there for the save.
There's a reason to tell linebackers are often captains of the defense. They call the signals, they have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
They give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now this aired out deep for Reed. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
And Corral will throw it. Touchdown! Terrace Marshall from 6 yards away. And the Panthers extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point splits the uprights, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something. And that's caught inside the 30. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 53 yards. Throwing on first down. Madden. Touchdown, Packers. Alec Pierce, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead now down to 20. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. It's Mixon on the counter, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Back to throw. Madden. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Packers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And running with power here. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down. Corral here, working from the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him in.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Packers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's his safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
Second and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Back to Mixon on second down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. On the play fake, Corral. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
That's pulled in at the 32. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And now here is another interception. And the Panthers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.